the last episode of the vlog, we drove down this very scenic road through to the second most populated city in all of Norway, which is Bergen, which had a ton of stuff to do that we couldn't even do. See the last episode for that story. Once we left Bergen, we went over to the windiest city in Norway, according to us, Stavanger, where we were at least able to do a very epic hike to Pulpit Rock. I totally recommend watching this video if you haven't already. And now, this episode. So I have had the wonderfully amazing fortune of finding myself at the Solstrand Hotel. The Solstrand is a beautiful, scenic, luxury hotel stay right on the outskirts of Bergen, only about a half an hour away from the actual city center. And I just gotta show you guys around. I'm first gonna show you guys all the magic, which is the actual hotel itself. Let me give you guys a quick little tour. Look around. So the Solstrand is the yellow, bright spot on a mountain overlooking the entrance to the Atlantic Ocean. The placement of the building is perfect for watching the clouds roll by as they move inland towards Bergen every day. Now imagine for a moment that you've had a stressful week, month, year, but somehow as you walk through this door, it all dissipates. You've been transported to a different era, as well as a different higher class. More luxurious stays definitely exist, but I'm not sure a lovelier view does. Sure, the decorations seem a bit pretentious at first to the untrained eye, but they're all a part of the charm of the place. You'll notice very quickly as you walk along this hotel that every single room makes it a point to try to emphasize that fjord off in the distance. There is a veritable cornucopia of spots, just like this one, that are just filled to the brim with seating arranged right by a window that'll take you out to the fjord. And of course, there's lots of doors that go out there as well, like this one, that is just framed by those trees perfectly outside. The trees guide the path down to, you guessed it, the fjord. The building is positioned in such a way that everyone, regardless of what room they're in, should have a pretty epic view of this wonderful outside area, which itself is centered around a oneness with nature. It makes you feel a bit like you're back in time when you walk in here. It makes you feel a bit like you're in Downton Abbey or Gilded Age. Now the garden here doesn't have like this vast variety of like flowers and plants or anything like that. It mostly has these weird looking trees that seem to appear all over Norway. And then a nice great big green field adorned with bushes and lots of birds chirping and flying around, which is very peaceful and nice. What's mostly so special about this garden is the silence. I can hear every footstep I take. They have a few things of note inside the garden, like this pole here that tells you how far away you are from some major European cities. On this side they have Paris, Amsterdam, Copenhagen, and of course New York. In the background there you can see the Norwegian flag flying freely in the breeze. And then if you come and walk out here, you're met by this thing, which is sort of a wooden tiki. I wish there were signs here as to what this is or what this represents, but there aren't, so I can't tell you much more about it other than it's an insanely scenic tiki hut. Yes, strange random decorations seem to be par for the course here, along with some more traditional ornaments like this gazebo. With tons of scarves and blankets all around the chairs and a nice little round table to put down maybe a couple drinks. Definitely a welcome reprieve from the cold of Norway. I think you get the general vibe of the hotel, and yet we still haven't shown you what makes this, in my opinion, one of the best hotels I've ever stayed at.
watch a video?
No.
Don't just let it explode. Cheers!
To 30 years of life. I did not know this, but they give you robes and slippers. So I must change. You can keep walking down these stairs and eventually you'll see what I always wanted to see, which was a fjord. Right around here you can start to feel the temperature change. It's starting to get a little chilly in here. And that right there, that's just beautiful. Look at this. But it's not just about how beautiful it is. It's also the fact that you can get in. So this is where Michelle and I both get into the cold plunge.
This is where we part ways.
I don't know why we're parting ways when we came on this trip together. Come on, baby.
No.
Let's go on. Come on.
No.
All right, looks like I'm in it by myself, but at least I have a herd of seagulls cheering me on.
Insert that noise. Wow!
I will. Oh boy.
Edwin on his white people stuff.
White people stuff is staying at the Solstrand, and I'll stay on my white people stuff. Oh my God, it's cold as balls already. I'm not even in. Like, there's not even a toe in the water. Let's do this. Let's feel the open air. I'm running in, I'm running out. So I can say I did it. Okay, I did it. Sorry.
I didn't record it. You gotta do it again.
Hell no. It happened, I promise.
Do you feel like a new man? Look.
I feel like I just lost like 7 skin tones.
Yeah,
Lighter.
you look pale. That's the secret to being white, I guess.
After you jump in the fjord, you can head upstairs to the pool area. And the pool area is absolutely magnificent. But of course, the pool area wouldn't be complete unless it was pointing outside at the fjord that you just jumped into. And we have 4 different bodies of water that you can get into, each with a different purpose, and 3 rooms. Let's visit each one real quick. Okay. Mitchie didn't like the cold plunge?
It was stupid.
What's stupid about it?
Why would you want to be that cold?
Alright, here goes cold plunge number 2.
So stupid.
Okay, I think that's enough cold for the rest of my life. So now we're going to show you some of the more enjoyable aspects of staying at the Solstrand. So I do got to say, it's pretty cool that they've got that cold plunge in the first place, because that's not typically something that you see inside of a hotel. Next room requires a GoPro because we're going into the water to show you this one. So you got this beautiful little pool here. Looks kind of like a decoration. You can get in and it's nice and warm. And so right over here, there's a switch you can press, which opens the gates. And then you just swim into this very, very steamy room. Eventually, you make it to yet another switch. Also in this pool is a seating area, which Check it out. Mishy's sitting down. Right here, Mishy's feet look enormous, and it looks like Mishy only has feet attached to her head. The weird feeling here is taking anything out of the water, because as soon as you come out of the water, it gets extremely cold. Going back in is extremely warm and cozy. And if you've got multiple cold plunges, you also have to have a hot plunge. There's little Mishy. This pool over here has some jets that massage you. And as always, the philosophy over here holds true that no pool is complete unless you've got a view of the fjord. And of course, we also have the regular swimming pool, which Mishy's about to do a cannonball into. It's not cold, it's regular temperature. Just jump in. I did it. This will be your cold plunge. Alright, Mishy's fjord plunge starting now. You can do it. You can do it, baby. You can do it. Just go in and out. In and out. We're about to go into a sauna. You can do it, baby. Come on. Next, we got the scenario. That's the humidity. It makes the air like really heavy. Next is the steam sauna. Now, the difference here is that the humidity is even higher, but the temperature is lower. I'm not entirely sure that it's something like that. I feel like a tiny portion of my throat is drinking water whenever I breathe. Alright, this one's the Finnish sauna. And the difference here is that there's no humidity, but only heat. And then here we are, zero humidity, pure heat. I do not like the humidity, but I like the Finnish sauna. And then we finally make it to my room, which in this case was the historic suite. And then what I feel is the entire reason that you would come and stay at a place like this is this balcony, where you get to just step outside and take a look at these incredible views for as long as you wish. We spent right around $400 a night to stay here in a place that, if this exact same place existed in America, it would have easily been over $1,000 a night. So we're really grateful to have been here, to have experienced it. And now we're off to the next stop, which is...
On the next episode, what happens when you build an entire fine dining restaurant underwater? What does that even mean?
We continue with a very special clam. This one is called mahogany clam.
Find out what it was like to dine at this Michelin star restaurant next time on Gates Travel.